1,000 Words podcast. Join us as we discuss the antics of pro athletes, sports politics, and everything in between. No sport nor athlete is off limits. Now, get you a pitcher of wine and enjoy the show. Here are your hosts, Lene and Linnell Fletcher, aka the Fletcher Twins. Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new episode of A Pitcher's Worth 1,000 Words podcast. It's your girl Nelly Nell.
And this your girl Nate. What it do, boo?
That's right. And I am sipping on the last of my red wine. That's why it's this full. So what do you have?
It's pretty full. I have a cup of Tito's and cran mango. Soda Nene.
The Navy. Okay, that's great. So let's just get into it. This weekend, we saw the Meg 2, The Trench, and it was. I'm gonna give you my commentation, and then you could give me yours. So the movie was, guys. The movie was 2 hours long. For the first hour, it was tacky, tacky, scientist. Where they actually went underwater for a bit of the movie in a submersible. And now that we all know what a submersible is. So if you like that kind of stuff, great. But if you want to get to the action and get to the Meg eating people, come to the movie an hour late. So then once you can get right when they get on the island, that's when all the action starts. So my conclusion is it was a good movie, but it wasn't better than the first movie. I think the first movie, the action started way sooner and it wasn't as long. It wasn't a 2-hour movie. But hey, anything with Jason Statham in it, I'm going to see it.
That's funny.
Hi, Jason.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. We saw it in 3D. So I think it was so funny because the kids was like shocked when that 3D made it seem like they was coming out, even though that's not our first 3D movie. But so I thought it was really good. It was long, but I think because the action was at the back end of it, you didn't really care. Now, if it was action and then boring, then that would have been a problem. So I think it was fine. I liked it, and it's so funny that they had those Camino dragons in there because I literally just learned what those were like a couple weeks ago. So to see it like in a movie was crazy.
I know what they was. They look like little dinosaurs, and I call them little dinosaurs. Anyway, we also did go view a house, for me, a townhouse, which was really good. I think we all like this the best, besides the Deerfield house. The Deerfield was great, but it was bigger. It was really big for just one person, but we all like this. So I put in an offer on this, and we'll see by Friday if my offer is accepted. But if not, we just gonna keep looking in the Broward County area or whatever. So I'm excited about that. Sunday y'all went school supply shopping for back to school.
Yeah,
And why? Yeah, hold on. Wait, no, go, and I'll tell the people.
this was the last tax-free weekend, which I didn't even know. Like usually I would see people talking about it on like Facebook or something, but I didn't even know. But this was the last weekend, so we had to get in there before we missed it, y'all. But this time it wasn't as packed. Maybe because we went on a Sunday. Usually we go Saturday. So this time the school section wasn't as packed, but the lines were still outside the door pretty much. Basically, the lines were stupid. But we got pretty much everything. It's all good. It's all good in the hood.
And I didn't go with y'all, even though Janae wanted me to go with y'all. And then I was like, well, A, because I don't like shopping in stores. I try to do literally all my shopping online. But also B, I was like, that's a family outing thing. I'm not in y'all family. But it was really because I wanted some me time. Because I told y'all at this house, it's rare that you get me time, and I need my me time. So while y'all was there, I did watch this rom-com on Netflix. It just came out. I'm not going to say what it is because I'm not going to recommend it, and this is why. So it was a rom-com, but I needed more romance, right?
You needed more
It was
rum?
more calm than rom.
Okay, you
It was
need
a
more rum.
calm,
Oh,
okay? And I'm a hopefully And I'm a hopeless romantic, right? So if a rom-com doesn't bring me to tears, then you can take it back. Take it back. I need my tear ducts to get practice for when it happens to me in real life. Okay, I need practice. So yeah, I don't recommend that new Netflix movie, rom-com. Anyway, our upcoming weekend plans, we both have braid hair appointments. I literally just this morning made my hair appointment for braids because I got tired of this natural look, but I love it. It's not going in the trash. Because this wig gonna last me for some years. So many people think it's my hair, and it's not. But yeah, I can't. But my appointment is 9:30 on Saturday morning. Who want to wake up that early on a Saturday?
Not
So
I
I'm
said
upset.
the whatever, whatever.
So I'm very upset about that. And I gotta go to Hollywood, but whatever. It's gonna get done. And also the girl, she's not my New York girl, so it's gonna take more than 2 hours. You know I'm used to a 2 hour hair appointment. I don't know how she be braided. I don't know if the girl got
Mhm.
5 arms, but she literally, cause I time her from when she started braiding to when she finished, and it's always 2 hours. And then also to make sure it's 2 hours, she always check and be like, that was 2 hours, right? And I'd be like, yeah. Now she still have to put the mousse on it and put the steam, but the braiding is 2 hours.
No, no.
The mousse and steam only take 15 minutes, if that. But this girl, I have a feeling it's gonna take 6 hours. That's my whole Saturday. That's my entire Saturday.
It shouldn't be no more than 4. My girl do 4. Janae, the girl that's doing Janae hair, is quicker than that. So I think at the max 4. And I'm only saying that because my girl isn't I don't think she's certified. So if a non-certified person can do it in 4 hours,
I'm
then a
done.
certified person should be able to do it in 4 or less.
In theory, but I really hope it don't take 6 hours, but whatever. Let's get into what's going on around the league, and we do have an update from last week's episode. So remember we talked about Jordan Addison was speeding, he was going 140 and 55 or something like that. It wasn't because he was leaving his side piece house. It was he had a pet emergency. His dog had a medical emergency and he had to rush home. So that's why he was going 140. Yeah, because people care more about pets now than human lives, because he could have killed 10 people on his way to his pet
Yeah.
driving like that,
Mm-hmm.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Jeff Adler and Laura Hoveth are the fittest people on earth. They won the CrossFit Games on the women's side and on the men's side, so kudos to them. Lil Wayne is set to join Skip Bayless weekly on the new look Undisputed, so kudos to that.
What
He
is
also,
I'm sorry, is he gonna be on there once a week or I
I don't
can't
know, it just said weekly, so I'm assuming like
I
once
can't.
or twice a week. I don't think it's gonna be an everyday thing, but I do know he also recorded a new song, because he had the old song for Undisputed and he recorded a new song. So you will see what happens with that. I don't know. I might check out the first episode just to see what it's about, but I don't know. I need to know who's gonna be the second host. Terrence Williams, former basketball player, he is going to prison for 10 years for defrauding the NBA's healthcare plan for $5 million. So you're going to prison for 10 years for $5 million? Stop. NFL Hall of Fame game, it was the Jets versus the Browns. The Jets lost 21-16, but DeMarcus Ware saved the national anthem. So kudos to DeMarcus Ware. Saints running back Alvin Kamara got suspended 3 games for his involvement in the Las Vegas fight incident. The Big 12 introduces Arizona State, and Utah into their division, which is going to lead a Pac-12 with only 4 schools for 2024 through
What?
2025
That
season.
don't even make sense.
How a conference going to have 4 schools?
That's dumb.
It is. And I need to know why everybody leaving the Pac-12. We need to go in depth and see why this is happening. Because 4 schools, they play each other 2 days. So that'll be 16. No, they need more teams. AD gets the NBA's richest annual contract extension. He signed for 3 more years with the Lakers for $186 million. Kudos to AD. The U.S. women's soccer team was eliminated by Sweden in the Women's World Cup round 16, and that's the earliest exit in the U.S. history. So that's not good.
That's not good.
Um, and Jake Paul, YouTuber Jake Paul,
Not YouTuber.
knocked out Nate Diaz, and he remains undefeated against MMA fighters. So kudos to Jake Paul. And speaking of fighting, let's get into our topic of the day. Okay. And when I got this, because I be getting the ESPN news alerts to my phone, and usually I don't mess with MLB like that. But I saw a name that triggered me to read the story and watch the video. And that name was Tim Anderson, right? Yes, Tim Anderson. We have talked about him before. And Tim, we be trying not to talk about you because we know you fake trying to get your life together, right? With your wife. But we got to talk about this, okay? So Tim Anderson, as you guys know, is the shortstop for the White Sox. He got into a fight with the Guardians player Jose Ramirez. Yes, Ramirez. And then a brawl ensued where both bitches cleared out. During the middle of it, Ramirez punched Anderson in the jaw and he went to the floor. And I tried to look at the video to see if maybe somebody stepped on it, because if somebody step on your feet, you fall. Like that man tried to do Draymond Green.
Yeah.
Okay. So this happened in the bottom of the sixth inning. Ramirez supposedly got upset with how hard Anderson tagged him, but it didn't look like a hard tag, but whatever. So they verbally started attacking each other. Anderson took his glove off, and then he got into his fighting stance like he had forgot about the bright lights and everybody that was looking at him, and he went back to the hood. He was like, "Oh, we in the street right now. We in the street." But also, because people was taking pictures, they were snapping pictures, and they snapped a picture of him in his stance like this. And Ramirez, all I can only see is this side of Ramirez, but his hands was like this. And I was like, see, I can see by that picture that Ramirez gonna win, because Ramirez covering his face. I don't see why people fight like this or like this. You got to cover your face.
Yeah, you
And
do.
I'm not a fighter, but I know that much. I know that much. I mean, if I was in Alabama, okay, never mind about Alabama.
Okay. So yeah,
But
you
I'm not
okay.
Anderson threw the first punch, got laid out, both benches cleared. Both would likely be suspended, and the suspensions did come down today. Anderson got 6 and Ramirez got 3. Afterwards, Tim tweeted all this stuff. He tweeted, all this happening for a reason. We stand focused with this ish. Been through this ish for a minute. Been going through this ish for a minute. Keep kicking me while I'm down. And then he's put, y'all got me effed up for real, for real. Hope you pick it up what I'm putting down. The picture is bigger. And then Ramirez's agent made fun of the whole situation by posting a picture of Jose wearing gloves on a baseball field in his IG story, like he a boxer now. So my question to you is, was the suspensions long enough? Should Anderson be taking some boxing classes to learn how to defend himself and to defend his wife? And should he be embarrassed?
He should be embarrassed. Because if you get in your stance first, that means you want to fight. And you giving this other person time to, like, you ain't sucker punch him. You giving him time to get in his stance too. So like y'all on an even playing field. But if you start that even playing field, then you gotta finish it, sir. You got finished instead. Okay. So I kept watching the video over and over because I was thinking, because you know how in baseball fields, you know how the mount you go up, the pitcher's mount, and so like a little level change. So I was thinking maybe he lost his balance and went down, but no, he had his footing. His footing was right. He had his footing. So. But the thing is, it looked like Ramirez got mad because he got an out. Like Tim got him out.
Oh, I thought it wasn't an out, but it was.
Oh wait, no, that means saved. Okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. He was saved. So yeah, maybe he was upset. But like you said, it didn't look like Tim did anything but catch the ball and bent down. Oh, maybe he was upset that Tim wouldn't get out of his way. But when you on the base, you don't have to move for the other person to make it because you're trying to get them out, right? So yeah, I think he was mad that like Tim wouldn't get out his way, and in turn he had to go in between his legs. And no man want to be in between no another man's legs, y'all.
Especially when he already got multiple partners.
Oh my God. And so yeah, so I don't know. First of all, it's amazing that Ramirez got that shot because when he threw the shot, his head was down. Or at least from the angle that I was looking at, his head was down and he just went up and it just happened to be a good landing. And it caused your boy to stumble back and he was dazed. He was out of there, y'all. Out of there. Out of there.
Not out of there. Not Ramirez just throwing up a punch blind and still connected. Ramirez need to teach boxing classes on the side. We know you a millionaire, but you might got a side hustle right now, Jose. You got a side hustle. But my 3 questions to your boy Tim, yes, it's Tim now, is how you gonna fight for your marriage and you can't even fight?
I can't.
How you gonna have a whole baby outside your marriage and you can't even fight? My last question is how you gonna get into your fighting stance only to be put in a trance?
Oh
Okay.
my God, I cannot with you. Yeah, so little Timmy. So my advice for you, Timmy,
Oh my
um,
God. I'm done.
you need to first you need to stick to what the TLC say, stick to the little rivers that you used to and stay away for these waterfalls. You ain't ready for that yet, Tim. You need to stick to these rivers and these lakes that you used to.
What Tim thought? Tim thought because Jose was a Jose that he couldn't do a melee. Okay.
Oh
He
my God.
couldn't punch. But yeah, how you gonna throw your set up, but then got sat down?
I can't. I cannot. I can't.
I need to know. In these cryptic tweets, what is you talking about? The picture, oh, it's big. You, Nino Brown, now is bigger than you. It's bigger than you. It's all a conspiracy against you. Now, boy, sit down and take care of your babies in and outside of your marriage, okay?
Oh
Take
wow.
care of them. Because I would be embarrassed. Because right now, your wife probably be like, how you cheating on me and you can't fight, you can't protect me. So if I cheat on you with a boy, I don't have to worry about you beating him up. We can walk around freely because you ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing. Going on a pivot podcast like you changed. Boy, you ain't changed.
Oh wow. That's crazy. But yeah, I was trying to, that's why I kept watching the video over and over because I was trying to stick by, I was trying to we have this renewed sense of wanting to stick by each other ever since yesterday, y'all. So I'm
The
trying to
unity.
stick by him. I can't stand by that. I can't stand by that, Tim. I can't do it. Sorry. I was
So
trying to look
your
at
only
I was trying to look at every angle to see if maybe it was a little rock out there that he tripped over. Maybe somebody threw a pebble. I don't know. It wasn't there. I couldn't find it, y'all.
to find it, need a telescope to look. No, the thing is, his only saving grace is what happened in Alabama. We picked up the slack for that because now instead of people talking about how he got knocked out, even though he wasn't in the ring, we talking about what happened in Alabama now. Okay, he need to take notes for the from the Black Avengers because we can't be getting beat up. Remember, Dr. Umar said in Black Wakanda Forever, we was getting beat up by the Mexican underwater thing. Dr. Umar gets on my nerves. But yeah, Tim, I'm gonna need you if you're gonna start a fight, you need to finish it and you need to finish it well. Okay. What they say on that Mortal Kombat game, finisher, you need to finish it. Cause at first when I was looking at the video, I was like, okay, like he about to do something. He about to do something. But something was done to him.
Oh my God. Also, I want to mention though, in Timmy's defense, in his defense, Ramirez did like put his finger in his face. Now you don't put your finger in my face. So he put his finger in his face first, and then that's when he got into his stance, because those are fighting words, even though it's not a word. This is a fight, and this means fight. We about to fight. If you put your finger in my face.
I need to know what was said. I really would like to hear the exchange because the only okay, so I didn't see the finger point, but okay, so that because I was gonna ask you what you think Ramirez said to make him get into that stance. I was like, did he say something about the wife? Like I'm gonna hit that next?
Yeah,
What did
or he
he
probably said what Connor said to Portier, your wife in my DM. He probably said
That
that.
was so rude. Don't bring the wines in it. But yeah, okay, so it's probably the finger point. But yeah, he had to be already upset. But I did read that those two teams are rivals. But he had to already be upset. Like what? I need to know what can be said to get you out of your work environment mode. Because you know we got a code switch when we go to work. Okay,
Yeah.
what can be said to get you out of that code switchation? I need to know what was said. But we gonna yeah, they got their time. And I'm guessing Anderson got more games because he started it. He threw off his gloves, like gloves are off. That's the
And he
perfect
threw the first
example
punch.
of yeah, he threw. I think it connected, but he shook it off.
Yeah,
But he
I think
couldn't
he
take off.
connected on two. And all what Ramirez needed to do was connect on one. That it. That it. Oh, and also, did you see was that a ref? The man in all black that was first in between them, and then he said, "Fuck that, I'm going." Like y'all ain't about to hit me. This is my job. He said, "Bump that. I'm not about to be in between y'all." Cause he was trying to stop it at first. Then he saw them gloves go off, and he was like, "All right, y'all go. Y'all got it. You can have it. You got it."
That is so wild. Like this is becoming. They need to stop. They need to stop. But it seemed like, yeah, I didn't watch the whole game, but it seemed like he probably was already frustrated with something because I don't see what he could have said unless it was about a family member. Like, because remember Carmelo was about to fight somebody on the team, but he waited to after the game because they said something about Lala. But yeah, unless it was about a family member, I don't think you should get out of character, sir. Or unless you see one of your own get beat up in Alabama.
Oh
You
my.
should do it, okay? That 16-year-old boy ain't know how to swim, but he had the adrenaline. Okay? The adrenaline took him to the dock. But anyway,
Not
let's get to our
Aquaman.
Aquaman. That's his name. Let's get to our highlight of the week, and it is WNBA player Diana Taurasi. She crossed the 10,000 point scoring mark, which made her the first player in the WNBA history to score at least 10,000 points. So kudos to Diana, and she plays for the Phoenix Mercury. So yeah,
Good job.
kudos to her. And y'all watch these WNBA games, okay? It's
Yeah,
not just about the
please.
boys.
Not. It's not.
It's not about the boys. But anyway, that is all for our episode this week. Thank you guys for tuning in, and don't forget to watch on the YouTube as well. Bye.
Bye-bye. Hey y'all, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words with yours truly, the Fletcher Twins. Make sure you join us every week and rate, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit up our email at podcast.1000words@gmail.com with any questions or topics you'd like to hear us cover. Also, check us out on IG at the Fletcher Twins and Facebook at A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words.